Hey Lisa, Darren here. I'm gonna hit some of the highlights of the inspection and a quick review uh, because you couldn't be here. But let me know if you have any questions. So I'm checking the outside of the home pretty thoroughly with respect to fit and finish, caulking. Um, make sure that they've got places like this. This is kind of a rain guard, if you will, and everything outside looked really good. The only thing, they've got some of these blue tape, where the builder has put some on there for some cosmetic stuff they're working on. But the only thing I saw was underneath here. They typically don't paint this trim. I'd highly recommend to get that painted, because what will happen is rain will come down and then it will swell up the bottom of those pieces of wood. So everything else looked really good out here. Gutters drain down, and then there's kind of a bubbler out here in the yard somewhere. Just a good way to get the water out. The garage, pretty straightforward. I did run your sprinklers and made sure the couple of zones up here worked. Obviously the stuff in back is still to be hooked up. On the electrical, just while we're here, so there's this is how you shut off everything. Main power shut off here, and then there's AFCI protection as well as GFCI protection. So GFCI, a thing with a button, and if you can reset that right here, and that protects any of the wet areas. These buttons in here are for the bedrooms and smoke detectors, and that's for more if like a appliance were to short out. But if you ever lose power in a bedroom, this is where you would come to check on that to see if those are tripped out. Water heater, you got about 65 psi for pressure. You got a soft water loop if you ever want to put that in. That's what that is there. You do have an attic access here. You can actually get to the entire house from this access, but I take a bunch of pictures up in there. That'll look good. When I'm inside the home, I'm testing every door, light switch, window, making sure functionally everything is working as it should. I'm checking for alignment on the cabinets, and I test all your appliances, and that's all in the report. When you go to put in a fridge, highly recommend a braided water line, just for make sure that helps protects against leaks. Like I said, they've got a few cosmetic blue tape things on here that the builder's going to take out. I did run the dishwasher. Again, I do check. Backyard looks, needs gonna have a lot of work, but it all looks appropriate. You have combination smoke and carbon monoxide detectors in the hallways, and then you have smoke detectors in the bedrooms. The only thing I saw in here is a little bit of, looked like somebody tracked in a little bit of dirt here. So specifically, we'll just make sure that's noted in the report. Yeah, the only thing I saw in here was a slight ding. I know this is being picky, but back here there was a kind of a hole in the drywall. Again, probably won't ever see it, but just noting that. I'm checking to make sure all your fixtures are nice and tight. You've got hot water delivery to everything. And I run water and everything before I go into the crawl space. That's the crawl space access there. And just a note, your water shutoff is right there. So that's good to know where that's at, and not to pile anything on this, so if you have to get to that you can. The vents up top up here are to allow airflow for the heating and air conditioning, so that's just allowing flow between the rooms. Your dryer exhaust actually goes through up onto the roof. That's pretty common now. And then this is your inside furnace, and part of your air conditioners in here. There's a little bit of a leak that I noted. We need to get sealed up around this area. Other than that, that looked good. I think that's pretty much it. I was going to see, you've got your thermostat back here. Yeah, there wasn't really anything to note in these other rooms. All right, let me know if you have any questions.